finished with the felting part. And it passed the pinch test, so we're ready for the fulling part. Lay out your bamboo right on top of the tool and roll it up as usual. Now you're not going to be able to roll this with the bamboo lines as long as you would normally be able to roll wet felting, because it's going to start to shrink and the inside resist is going to start to buckle. So even after a short time, you can see that it's already buckling a little bit. Now with my round shape, I want to be sure and rotate it between each roll so that I don't get it shrunk all in one direction. I want it to shrink in all directions evenly so I can keep the nice round shape for my hat. Now after you've rolled it somewhat and it's really starting to buckle and you don't want to roll it anymore and you want to play it safe, we're going to continue to full it, but we're going to take the template out now. And this is always the fun part. I'm on the side of the beret. I want to make the head hole. And this little plastic lid is 5 inches across because I've measured my head and it's 22 inches. So half of 22 is 11. And so I'm going to make it 5 inches around for 10, just for safety, because you can always cut more, but you can't add it back on. And as you see, I just made a mark with a sharp object so I can see. And then you take very sharp little snipping scissors and you go around that mark. Now you have all of these freshly cut edges, and I want to tell you a very important thing on how to deal with these edges. So let's say this is your felt, and here's the top and here's the bottom and here's a cross section. Here are all of your wool fibers inside the felt. It's not quite really finished felt yet, it's still loose inside there. So when you cut it, you've got some fibers that are all thinking that they're going to escape and get loose and get very misshapen on you unless you seal the edges. You want to rub them so that they are very confined. And how we do that is putting some soap and water on it and rubbing it in the same direction as the cut. Now this is a circular cut, so we have to make very short strokes. Do it very gently at first. You don't want to displace the fibers and make it misshapen. It's going to have a rough looking edge to it no matter what you do, but at least you can keep some semblance of the circle that you intended. Now, you also carefully pick it up and rub it in the same direction it was cut from the bottom as well. So you can see what my hands are doing here. Now we're really sealing those edges, and this is a very important step. Now that your edges are sealed, you may remove the template by either just reaching in there and folding it, or tearing it, or cutting it. But carefully get it out so you don't enlarge your hole or disturb those edges too much. There we go. And as you can see, it's completely saturated and soaked through and come apart a little bit. I don't think I got any flecks of cardboard in there, but if I had, they would be right in here and I would be able to, oh, there's a piece. So you could just pick that out as you go. It won't affect it at all. Now, here we have our started piece. Give the inside a little attention before you start to roll again. And we're ready to roll again. Remember to change directions if you want to keep the shape from distorting, and also to flip it and change directions again. Okay, so I've pulled it with the bamboo blind for a while, and now, before I do too much more of it and get its shape set, now you may not want a big old crease in your project, and in a beret you kind of see a crease a little bit, so I want to get rid of that crease. And what I'm going to do is take some hot water, and with my hands I'm going to rub right where the crease was. You can completely rub out the crease this way, or you could rub a little less and keep some of it in. Or let's say you do want the crease, and if it's some sort of a flat project, like some sort of a felted envelope or something, you could definitely keep working it in that way.